So, also, okay, Antonio Margarito. People keep asking me, what do you think of the Antonio Margarito thing? Well, I have to tend to agree with the boxers. I've kind of let the dust settle on that. I tend to agree with a lot of the boxers. Yes, I think he knew that plaster of Paris type stuff in his gloves was there. I don't see how in the world he would not know that something different was being done with his wraps. I think it was there. Do I think it was there in every fight? Yes. Maybe not, but I think he knew, and you got to do something. The 1-year suspension is good, but is it strong enough? Probably not. Probably not. A solution that I would be happy with is let me pick all his fights. And by the way, he's suspended for 1 year. For 1 year in the United States, in a state that commissions boxing. I'll call Antonio Margarito out to a fight myself. I'm calling him out for 1 year. If he doesn't fight me in 1 year, it's off the table. Unless they lift that suspension, then it's off the table completely. But anyhow, Antonio Margarito, Bob Arum is being absolutely ridiculous with this, saying that he's going to take Margarito to Mexico and let him fight anyhow. That would be really stupid, I think, because if I were the Nevada Commission, or the California Commission, rather, they're the ones that banned him for a year. And whenever he comes to apply for a license again, and he just disregarded our ban, our suspension, and went and fought in Mexico or wherever, I'm going to say, yeah, the thing is, you didn't actually stay suspended, so no, denied. Maybe we won't relicense you again at all. And is it really worth that to have Margarito have to fight outside of the country all the time? I don't think so. One fight, he's not an active fighter anyhow. He'd miss one fight, 2 at the absolute most. And I really doubt 2 fights. I don't see him fighting 2 times between now and the Sugar Shane Mosley beating he took. He got beat the fuck down. You saw it. I saw it. He got beat the hell down. He's not going to fight 2 times between now and then. So why even do this Tijuana thing? Why are you going to risk that? That's just stupid on Arum's part. Go ahead and do it. Maybe he'll stay banned. Who really cares? All I want to see is Margarito lose some more. Anyhow, so that's why I want him back. That's right. And let's see. Also, okay, upcoming fights. We got Tomas Adamek versus Jonathan Banks. This fight, looking forward to it. Looking pretty forward to it. Adamek, cruiserweight. He came up and he actually beat Steve Cunningham impressively, which shocked the hell out of me. And is he going to do that against Jonathan Banks? He should. He looks like he's the better skilled fighter, but we've seen that before with guys fighting Jonathan Banks, and I think I'm going to pick Banks. I'm probably cursing him, whatever. I'm probably cursing every guy I pick, but whatever. Jonathan Banks, I'm picking him to upset Tomas Adamek, and I think it will be a minor upset, not a major one, because Banks is a good fighter. He's underappreciated at cruiserweight. I think he's, I think he's going to upset Adamek. I think his size, for one thing. Adamek is a former light heavyweight, and I don't know. I think Banks is more the natural cruiserweight. He's the bigger guy overall, I think, and I think that will be one of the telling things. I think he'll be able to stand up to Adamek's punches. Adamek isn't just a big puncher anyhow, and I think it'll come down to power between these two, and I think Banks will stop Adamek about the 10th round, or maybe just knock him down and go to a decision that'll be unanimous decision win for Jonathan Banks. But right now I'd pick around a 10th round TKO for Banks, and that's my pick for that fight. Also, we got Rocky Juarez versus Chris John. It's in jeopardy as of this recording, at least from what I've read, because John sick or something. Anyhow, I think the fight happen. I think it will, because Chris John needs it, believe us. He needs it. And Rocky Juarez, what do I expect for this fight? Well, who knows? One thing, the fight is in Houston. That's Rocky Juarez's hometown. Are they gonna really give Chris John the win against Rocky Juarez in Houston? Maybe they might. They might say screw Rocky Juarez. I don't know, but I don't know. I think Juarez won't do a damn thing for the first 4 or 5 rounds minimum. He'll just, he'll do the Rocky Juarez thing, not throw a fucking punch for the first 4 or 5 rounds. So stand there. Come on, Juarez, you got to get going quicker if you're going to win fights. What the hell? And but it's kind of, I don't know. I think down the stretch, Juarez will come on, and I don't think he's going to lose in Houston. I don't think they'll, even if Chris John does actually beat him, I think Juarez will win enough rounds. If he wins 5 rounds, he'll win the fight in Houston. And so he only has to win 5 rounds. I think he's got 5 rounds worth of 5 winning rounds in him against Chris John. And haven't seen Chris John very much, of course. The only match out there worth watching of Chris John is, of course, the Juan Manuel Marquez fight. But yeah, I think Rocky Juarez will beat him on points. Whether he really does or not, we'll just have to wait and see. So Juan Manuel Marquez versus Juan Diaz. Really looking forward to this match. Really looking forward to this match. Who's going to win? I'm going with Juan Manuel Marquez. And you know why? Juan Diaz comes forward. This is a fight that's going to be, I think it's going to be one-sided for whichever guy wins this fight. Juan Diaz brings that just tremendous aggression and just never dying punches being thrown. He's a volume puncher. That's what he does. He's absolutely freaking brilliant at it. But as shown with Nate Campbell, when Nate Campbell beat him, if you take his punches away, he's got nothing else. He needs that high volume of punches to win a fight. Juan Manuel Marquez is one of the best counterpunchers in all of boxing. He's great at staying on the outside. And Juan Diaz, he's pretty fast, but pretty fast on his feet. Not really. His footwork isn't going to be faster than what Marquez can handle by any means. And I think Marquez can just catch him almost every time, just staying on the outside. Just completely catch him throwing straight punches and keep him off of him to an easy unanimous decision win. Even though it's in Houston, he's going to win a unanimous decision. It'll probably be closer because it is Houston, Juan Diaz's hometown. It'll be closer than, the scorecards will be closer than the fight actually is. So Juan Manuel Marquez will defeat Juan Diaz, either unanimous decision or late stoppage. I would not be surprised if it stopped. I would not be surprised if Marquez just hits him enough to stop him, because he's going to be countering a lot and effectively, and Marquez does have good power, and I'm looking very forward to this fight, though. It could go either way, but I do think it'll be one-sided, whoever wins.